Over 60? Can't stay hard at night? It's not your fault, and it's not aging. What you're going through is something I've seen in thousands of men, men who still feel desire but watch their body betray them when it matters most. Here's the part no one tells you. It isn't your testosterone. It isn't a lack of willpower. It comes down to circulation and whether the blood rushing to your penis can stay there long enough to give you a rock-solid erection after 60. And the shocking truth is this: it doesn't take a pill or a supplement or some expensive treatment. It comes down to what you drink before you go to bed. Most men over 60 reach for a glass of plain water at night. But science shows there's a drink sitting in your kitchen right now that can actually restore blood flow to your penis, repair the lining of your vessels, and bring back the kind of rock-solid erections you thought were gone forever. If you've been waking up disappointed, frustrated, or ashamed, keep listening, because one simple swap before bedtime could change everything. If you've noticed weaker erections after 60, or if prostate problems have made you feel less like yourself, share your story in the comments. When you open up, you remind other men that they're not alone in this struggle. Every man here deserves a place where penis health, erections, and intimacy can be talked about without shame. That's what this channel is for. Subscribe and be part of this brotherhood, a community where men over 60 reclaim their strength, their pride, and their confidence together. George was 67. A man who never cut corners. He worked his whole life, provided for his family, kept his body moving even after retirement. The kind of man who wakes up early, trims his yard with pride, still lifts weights twice a week. But behind that discipline was a secret he never spoke aloud. At night, when he wanted to hold his wife close, he couldn't stay hard. He would lie awake, frustrated, ashamed, pretending to be asleep so she wouldn't notice. For him, the silence was worse than the struggle. George told me once, "I can't get a strong erection after 60, not even at night. I feel broken." That's what so many men believe, that their penis stops working because they're old, that it's just nature closing the door. He carried that weight in his chest, believing nothing could be done. But the truth is different. I'm Dr. Catherine Rotker, a men's health specialist with decades of experience treating men just like George. And what I explained to him is what most men are never told. His penis was not broken. His desire was not gone. The problem wasn't age itself. It was blood flow. Inside every erection is a simple process. Blood vessels release nitric oxide, the signal that tells arteries to widen and fill the penis with blood. In healthy men, that flow locks in, creating a hard, lasting erection. But as we age, those blood vessels stiffen. They get lined with plaque, clogged like an old pipe. When nitric oxide is low, the signal never fully reaches the penis. The result? A man can want intimacy, but his body won't follow. Studies from the National Institutes of Health confirm that over 40% of men past 60 experience erection problems tied not to testosterone, but to endothelial dysfunction, the failure of the inner lining of blood vessels to release nitric oxide. Harvard research shows nitric oxide levels can drop by nearly 50% between the ages of 40 and 70. That's why George struggled. Not because he was old, but because his circulation was starved. I told him, "George, your penis is not broken. Your erections aren't gone forever. What's failing you is blood flow, and blood flow can be restored." For the first time in years, his shoulders lifted. He looked at me not with shame, but with relief. The hidden truth is this: erections after 60 are still possible. Rock-solid erections can still happen. But you have to stop blaming your age and start understanding your circulation. Once you do, everything changes. Every man has an enemy he can't see. And for men over 60 who can't stay hard at night, that enemy is hidden in the walls of your blood vessels. It's called endothelial dysfunction. It sounds complicated, but it's simple. The inner lining of your arteries stops doing its job. It stops releasing enough nitric oxide, the signal that tells your arteries to relax and let blood flood into your penis. Without it, your erections fade before they even start. This is why you can still feel desire, but your body refuses to respond. NIH data shows that more than 40% of men over 60 live with this silent breakdown, often without ever hearing the term. It's not talked about in the locker room. It's not in most doctors' visits. But it is the single biggest reason erections vanish at night. Your penis is like any other organ. It depends on circulation. If your blood vessels are narrowed or hardened, the blood can't stay where it needs to. And here's the cruel part. This dysfunction doesn't just kill erections. It steals your energy, weakens your sleep, and even raises your risk for heart disease. That's because the same vessels that fill your penis also feed your heart and brain. Add stress, and the problem gets worse. When cortisol, your stress hormone, stays high, it shuts down nitric oxide even more. That means the nights you spend worrying, or waking up to use the bathroom again and again, are the same nights your erections disappear. Research in the Journal of Sexual Medicine shows that men with chronic stress have a 52% higher chance of erectile dysfunction, regardless of their testosterone levels. So when you notice you can't stay hard at night, it's not just bad luck. It's a warning sign from your circulation. Your penis is telling you something your heart hasn't said out loud yet. And here's the truth. This silent enemy is not unbeatable. Endothelial dysfunction can be repaired. Blood flow can be restored, but only if you stop seeing this as an age problem and recognize what it really is, a circulation problem that can be changed. Instead of filling your glass with plain water before bed, you can give your body something far more powerful, a drink that hydrates you, but also feeds your blood vessels the exact fuel they need to stay open and strong. This isn't a pill, it's not a chemical. It's nature's own way of restoring blood flow to your penis, so you can stay hard at night. The first option is pomegranate juice. 6 to 8 ounces before bed is enough to make a difference. Pomegranates are packed with polyphenols, natural plant compounds proven to increase nitric oxide and relax stiff arteries. A study in the Journal of Urology found that men who drank pomegranate juice daily reported better erections, even without changing anything else in their lifestyle. What's happening inside is simple. More nitric oxide means more blood flow, and more blood flow means rock-solid erections. Another powerful option is beet juice. Beets are loaded with nitrates, which your body converts directly into nitric oxide. According to NIH research, beetroot juice can raise nitric oxide levels in your bloodstream by up to 21% in just 2 weeks. That's like turning the faucet back on inside your arteries, letting your penis fill and stay hard the way it's meant to. And then there's tart cherry juice. It may surprise you, but cherries don't just help you sleep with their natural melatonin. They also reduce inflammation that blocks blood vessels. A Harvard study on cardiovascular health showed tart cherries improve circulation and lower oxidative stress, two factors that directly support stronger erections after 60. So instead of going to bed with plain water that does nothing for your blood flow, pour yourself one of these, pomegranate, beet, or tart cherry juice. Each one hydrates you, but more importantly, each one repairs the lining of your arteries and restores the signal your penis has been waiting for. I told George this exact thing. Swap your glass of water at night for a juice that feeds your circulation. Your erections depend on blood flow, and blood flow depends on what you give your body. Within weeks, he wasn't just staying hard again. He was sleeping deeper, waking with more energy, and looking at his wife with the confidence he thought was gone forever. The truth is simple. Over 60, your body doesn't need more pills. It needs more nitric oxide. And the fastest way to get it is to drink the right thing before bed. The most dangerous mistake men make at night isn't what they think. It's not forgetting vitamins or skipping the gym. It's what you drink before bed. Too many men over 60 reach for a glass of alcohol or a cup of tea, thinking it will help them relax. But alcohol is a blood flow killer. It might make you drowsy, but it narrows your arteries and shuts down nitric oxide. The result: your penis never gets the signal it needs to stay hard. Caffeine is no better. That late-night coffee, or even strong black tea, spikes your stress hormones, raises cortisol, and keeps your blood vessels tight when you need them relaxed. Research in the Journal of Sexual Medicine shows that men who drink alcohol or caffeine before bed are twice as likely to report erection problems at night. So here's the truth. If you're over 60 and can't stay hard at night, the worst thing you can do is sip the wrong drink before bed. Alcohol and caffeine don't just rob you of sleep. They rob your penis of blood flow. One small mistake can erase weeks of progress. Don't let it. Protect your circulation. Protect your erections. Your age does not define your manhood. Just because you're over 60 doesn't mean intimacy is behind you. Your penis is not broken. Your body is waiting for the right signal, the right fuel, to bring blood flow back to life. Swap your nighttime drink, rebuild your circulation, and you feel it, not just in stronger erections, but in your confidence, your sleep, your energy, and the way you look at yourself in the mirror. If you're over 60 and can't stay hard at night, drink this instead of water. Rock-solid erections are not your past. They can be your future. Like this video, share it with another man who needs hope, and subscribe so you never miss what your doctor isn't telling you. And in the comments, share your story because you are not alone.